Hello, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the new moon in Aries. And to start off with, the new moon in Aries card from the Moonology Oracle is telling us that we should go for it, which obviously Aries is, a fire sign and is ruled by Mars, planet of action and fire, and war. But, this is a great card, and I am an Aries, so I'm ready for this season. I hope that you're ready for it too, Libra. This card is, of course, new moons are a time for planting those seeds of manifestation, putting those desires out into the universe. So that's what you should be focusing on right now, those things that you want to put energy into and what you want to focus on whenever the moon comes full in Aries. So this card is telling us basically that, this is a time to go for whatever we want, that there are opportunities all around, the outlook is positive, that we should chase our dreams and have every reason to believe that we'll create what we want. And even if we feel like we're, not going to get there and we're a long way from our goal, we should just keep going and be courageous and take action. Don't sit around, making plans right now. This is a time for action. And, you should chase your goal, believe in divine timing, but definitely take action. So in love, make the first move if you dare. And obviously, financially be proactive. So think about those purchases, make those plans beforehand with your money. Manifesting mindset for this time is to be driven and determined and to ditch the faint-heartedness and take action. So if you want to manifest a little bit more heavily, or to boost your courage during this time, you can call in Archangel Ariel, who is associated with spring, and you can appeal to this archangel whenever you need courage. So that's Archangel Ariel. And you can also call in the energy of the planet Mars. You can see that I have my red jaspers here in the background out now because this is, time for a new moon in Aries, and these are great for working with that energy. So Mars guides the sign of Aries, as I said, so you can always use these crystals for that as well. So what we're supposed to do right now, our manifestation, affirmation, is your manifestation affirmation for this new moon in Aries period is, I am on the right track. Soon I will ... Libra. Whatever that means for you. I am on the right track. Soon I will. So that's the new moon in Aries manifestation. Go for it. That's what we're instructed to do. So I offer this reading for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Libra, please, for this new moon in Aries? Or whenever this message finds them. Thank you. 3 cards for Libra. Your first card out, the 2 of Keys, the Treasure. Your second card is the Queen of Scrolls. Finally, your third card, the 4 of Roses, Views of the Ego. And on the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Roses, Sangha Community. This card is all about calling in your soul tribe. You can see, hopefully, there are many images of communities here. Caduceus, a dream catcher, a Tibetan bell. There's all different kinds of things. Star of David. And it's basically finding your soul community, whatever that means for you. People of a like-minded nature that you can share and build a community with. So the first card out for you, Libra, is the 2 of Keys. And this card is it's likened to pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. But this is a card about, this obviously has been plundered. You can see this room has been robbed and plundered, it looks like. And the only thing that is undisturbed is the box that's on this table here with the light shining from it. And so the message of this card is that you have this light within you. That box on the table is basically representing the light within you. That little chest is the part of you that's filled with light, and how that it's not vulnerable in any way. It can never be lost or damaged. And whatever, you could be going through some kind of a loss at this time because the room has been plundered. Perhaps, a relationship, maybe some kind of project, or even, a job opportunity. The message again is, the chest, of course, can't be damaged, and you can always rally your forces and come back and recover. But the great treasure is the one that is within you, that is always available. So, not to minimize your situation in any way, but when you focus on what's wrong, you emphasize that, right? You perpetuate that feeling of victimization. So if you focus on the good and the light in that chest that can never be destroyed, lost, or damaged, then that illuminates you in a different way and illuminates your way. So open that box and let it illuminate your way. And you could be feeling particularly downtrodden right now, and it's difficult to hear a message like that. And I understand that. And, maybe come back to this message, after some rest, or in a day or so. This new moon energy will be around for a while. But, of course, always remember that light inside of that little chest is what represents the light inside of you that can never be lost. So there are always greater opportunities and wealth waiting for you to discover. So feel the treasure inside of you, Libra. There's a golden light there, and it flows all around you and through the air around you. And this is your boundless and abundant light that acts to a beacon to the world. The next card out for you is the Queen of Scrolls. And scrolls in the Akashic Tarot are similar to swords in the Rider-Waite. So she's bringing a message of communication. She holds a scroll and stands in front of a sunlit archway, and the energy around her, that's swirling around her head there, is the energy of truth and wisdom and knowledge and Akashic truth. So this is a feminine energy of higher mind, and she's bringing important information and inspiration to you right now, Libra. And her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. This feminine energy, male or female, could be a teacher for you in some way, or they could offer friendship, or even, it could be something that develops into a deeper love. This person could be helpful to you in some type of project that is dealing with some type of communication. And there are many things, authors, publishers. Particularly the Queen of Scrolls has to do with the written word, so getting published perhaps. It could also represent you or a woman getting a position in a field related to communication or academics, teaching, marketing, or publishing. And this card indicates a deepening of understanding and a readiness to learn. So it's a perfect time for personal growth and expansive learning, whether it's a mind, body, or spirit. So open yourself up right now, it's saying, to the messages that are in the Akashic Scrolls and step through that door of knowledge. So there's a lot of information to be found within the Akashic Records, of course, everything, but we're still writing in the Akashic Records as well. So the light inside you and that treasure that is inside you is the greatest treasure. And then with this Queen of Scrolls card, opening the mysteries in the Akashic Scrolls, and perhaps that is, helping you to see a greater part of yourself. Your greater mind is awakening. So that's what this card is the Akashic force for this card is saying that, you should feel the Queen of Scrolls approach and hand you a scroll, and your greater mind awakens. So feel that sparkling brilliance there when you have that greater awakening, just like that star on her forehead. You're open up right now for a lot of communication. So a new level of wisdom and understanding. That's always a wonderful place to be. So the next card out for you is the Four of Roses, Libra, Views of the Ego. And in this card we can see multiple people standing. Roses actually are likened to cups in the traditional Rider-Waite, which would make this the Four of Cups. But the message is a little different in some of these cards. You can see multiple people looking at the mirror there, and one person looking back, one reflection. The guy in the middle there is the only one that you can see his actual reflection. And he's got kind of an arrogant look on his face. And this represents someone in your life who could be thoughtless and selfish, unfortunately. They're self-absorbed and they only think about themselves when they make plans. And you may have given many opportunities to this person, Libra, but it could be that you have lingered too long and allowing them to probably, maybe push your boundaries perhaps, and you've probably not received much in return from this person, and you've kind of tolerated them because you were hoping, that things would get better, but it's likely now that you may be called to see that they're not likely to change. So the message is to take an honest look in your mirror and see how staying in this relationship could affect your future. So imagine yourself looking into this mirror, or looking into a mirror, and all you see there reflected is the divine within you. And take a moment and sense that truth. Just as there is the spirit within us. It's not an arrogant thing. It's not an egotistical thing to think of the divine within you when you look in the mirror. And we all should do that, because I'm not going to get into different religions here, but the divine is within us, and we are in the divine. In most religions, I believe that is the thought. We are all, ultimately, and in the bigger picture, if you believe that we are in all higher consciousness, and in the Akashic Records, we are all one divine consciousness that are bits and pieces of it in these bodies, spirits all over the world throughout time. And so it's not egotistical to think of yourself as the divine, or see yourself as the divine, not in an egotistical way again, but as a part of something greater, as the spirit within you that is ever knowing, ever loving, ever evolving, and ever being. So take a moment to sense that truth when you look into the mirror, and let that part of you, that divine part of you, be reflected in everything you think and do. And when you do that, it will change your life and how you look at other people as well. And sometimes it can help you establish those boundaries when you realize that you don't deserve to be taken advantage of. But at the same time, I know how giving Libras are that are in my life, and they will give you 1,000 chances, but then when that's it, when they finally had enough, they cut you off. But every time you look in an actual mirror, Libra, see your divine self there. See your divine self there. That's what you're being called to do right now. So I hope that was helpful to you. I know it can be difficult going through trying times with selfish people. And so my thoughts are with you through that. But know, again, that you have that divine light within you, that nothing can harm, and it can never be vulnerable or touched. That is the greatest treasure. That is the greatest treasure. So anything you're dealing with the ego, with someone else, just see the divine every time you look into the mirror, really, because you are. And the Queen of Scrolls, that's just awesome. Anything that you want to know about right now, open your mind to the Akashic Records. If you're not more familiar with that, then, check it out. I'm sure there's lots of things on YouTube. I know there are, in fact. And I have many, many books about the Akashic Records. There's so much information about it. And the Center for Research in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's just amazing. So an awesome new moon time for you in manifesting, Libra. Those are beautiful messages from the Akashic Tarot. I'm going to pull a card for you now from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. What is the message for Libra, please? From the Shaman's Dream Oracle for the new moon in Aries period, or whenever this message finds them. Thank you, Spirit. That one wanted to jump out. Number 64, Woodwives, Adaptability. I'm going to keep these, excuse me, throwing cards all over and hitting the camera. I'm going to keep these Akashic Tarot cards over here where I can keep an eye on them, because these messages have really been corresponding to each other incredibly. So, number 64. This, of course, reduces to a 10, reduces to a 1. This is actually the last card in this deck. Adaptability, strong roots, growth. Woodwives. The Woodwives dance into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded no matter what your life offers you. Wow. Be grounded no matter what life offers you. Right away, Libra. Nothing can harm. Nothing can harm or make that light within you vulnerable. The Woodwives dance into your dreams as a reminder to be grounded no matter what life offers you. You need to know who you are, what you'll tolerate, what you've learned to date, and what boundaries to set so you feel good about yourself. Wow. I was just talking about boundaries with this Views of the Ego card. Perhaps someone has stepped across your boundaries. You need to know who you are, Libra, what you'll tolerate, what you've learned to date, and what boundaries to set so you feel good about yourself. Life is going to offer you something extraordinary now, and in order to learn and receive its blessings, you must remember that being grounded gives you more freedom, not less. You have everything you need. You have all it takes to do this right now. If you also keep reminding yourself to be flexible, you will be amazed by how well things play out for you. The Woodwives are both wisdom keepers and students of the New World. As these forest spirits have an uncanny ability to adapt to changing circumstances and always find the perfect way to grow and expand, that's you, Libra. They represent what you already know how to do. Learn. Be in beginner's mind. Let go of your rigid notions of how things should be and be present to what is right now, unencumbered by your projections. Is there a storm brewing because things need to change? No worries. Nothing can uproot you now, and it will pass, and you will dance with nature and move with it all. Perhaps you're being given an opportunity to take a chance on something new, and you're not sure how far you can go without losing your footing. Have no fear, for when you remember your roots, your integrity, your authentic self, you can stretch yourself beyond the invisible line you drew. Go for it. Oh my gosh. You will be so glad you did. I am not even kidding. It literally says, go for it. You will be glad you did. I'm not even joking. That is the second to the last sentence of the card. Go for it. That's insane, Libra. There's something that you need to go for right now. I mean, take it as it resonates. Wow, that's a pretty strong message. That is pretty incredible. You have a lot of power right now. I'm going to pull a card for you from the Work Your Light Oracle. Sorry about the wonky camera work there, Libra. I appreciate your patience. What is the Work Your Light Oracle message for Libra? You are learners, Libra. I love that message for you. You're certainly adaptable, and you are learners as well. That's just awesome. Such an awesome message for you. And to get the Queen of Scrolls with it, too, I mean, that's just amazing. That's exactly the message from her about what you want to learn and the information that you can get from her and the Akashic records, and that's just awesome. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. One card, please, for Libra. The crumbling. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? That kind of looks like a Tower card to me. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? There's a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back to home, to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You're being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend that everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away with each new morn. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it all. The Work Your Light inquiry for this card. What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Well, that is not for me to judge, Libra, but I am drawn to this Views of the Ego card. And if there is a selfish person in your life that maybe you are clinging to out of love, out of fear, out of whatever, codependency, maybe you have children with this person, I don't know, but boundaries, I think probably are a good idea. There was, mention of that, and also you are definitely adaptable. There's no doubt about it. But some situations you should not adapt to, right? And sometimes it can take years to realize that you've adapted to situations that you probably never should have. You're putting up with things you probably never should have, but it's taken you this long to realize it and see it, Things become ingrained. Patterns in our lives become ingrained. And so, things happen slowly over time, so no judgment at all, Libra. Strength and power and blessings to you through this time. If if you're going through a time of a tower and a crumbling, but remember that the greatest treasure is the one that is within you, that nothing can touch. Nothing can dim the light that shines from within. That should be a mantra for you as well. Nothing can dim the light that shines from within. I don't know if Maya Angelou or someone said that. I don't know. You can never tell on the internet anymore. Things are so reproduced all the time. But at any rate, you just keep shining your light. Keep learning about what you want to learn. Figure out what it is that you want to learn. And no matter what's happened with anybody over time, whether you have been adaptable, this is a great card of adaptability and you doing great things being adaptable. But over time, no matter what's happened, it's not too late to make boundaries. And so if you need to look within that mirror and see yourself and start to see the divine within again, to see your worth, then you absolutely should do that. And you have the blessings of the universe to do that, Libra. So, whatever this means for you, to go for it during this new moon in Aries, whatever that is, go for it, Aries. Oh, go for it, Libra, in this Aries new moon period, and put those seeds of intention out there for the universe. I'm going to pull a chakra wisdom card for you because these have been really great and can give you, just some guidance if you need maybe a little bit more focus in one of your chakral areas. Third chakra, solar plexus. Freedom of choice. I have the freedom to choose, so I choose wisely because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I own, accept, and express my feelings unreservedly and do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation. I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. Those are beautiful messages for you. And of course, your solar plexus chakra is yellow, it's associated with, and it's associated with inner peace, your personal power. And so these are great messages to go along with these messages for you, Libra, because you definitely are feeling that light within. And so absolutely remember, you have that light within. No matter what you're going through right now, you got this. So go for it. I hope you have enjoyed this, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this reading, please reach out and hit that like and subscribe button for me right now. And I will see you next time. Enjoy your new moon in Aries period. Love and light.